So this was on our side to begin with. All right, and I'm going to flip to Retail Pro V9. Okay, this is just to give you where this is. This is in the merchandising section, inventory. So to answer your question, your POs and all that kind of stuff would be updating these inventory numbers in Retail Pro, which is and the product I'm going to mess around with happens to be a Nike product, and that's the SKU that is here. I'm going into a item view point here. I'll say that's brand 4 just for fun. And generally, our strategy on this one is, well, I'll take you through the whole thing as far as this is concerned. Let's change this price to 75. If we want to change the ALU or something like that, and save. And retail. Are you familiar? Retail Pro's got item view or style view. So this is the style matrix for that particular product. It gets updated, etc. So that's kind of you make these changes in Retail Pro. These things kind of happen, and then we use a something called ECM, which is the essentially the communication manager for Retail Pro, which is basically, this is used for communicating with us and also for inter-store polling and that kind of stuff. And this all can be this is all generally scheduled and timed, but there's basically what I need to do here is now I'm processing out, and essentially what's happening now is it's basically taking any changes that are gone in Retail Pro from whatever reasons and stuff like that, and creating a set of files, XML files that basically are going to get ready to actually be sent up to us. Okay, so that's what's happening at that stage. Now, the general philosophy, to answer your question about how we think the products should be managed, is that style, grids, items, inventory, pricing are generally things that we feel should be done best in Retail Pro. What we have found is that essentially management of images and all the enhanced data should be done on our side. And that's not to say that things like all the manufacturing codes and all that kind of stuff. We have a pretty extensive way of bringing in things like your short codes that may not be, say BLK, for example, to black, or manufacturer that Nike may be NIK versus the whole Nike, or Adidas is only whatever comes in from system. We can actually translate that into real English and stuff on the way in. So I've just processed this out. I'm now doing a send and receive. Again, normally this would all be essentially scheduled. Okay. And now going back to our side here, we have what we call job and workflow mechanism that you can actually program a lot of things into these jobs to do things like that translation and all that kind of jazz that we mentioned. But here I'm just going to bring that data in. This is on my side now. So now we're on the. And again, normally this would all be scheduled and done that way. And I'm just going to see where that is. So what it's doing now is essentially importing, all these different types of, inventory shopper data into, from Retail Pro. If I do job history, more details. So job finished, that means it's here. So I go back to the catalog here. Okay, so I didn't do pricing today. I just showed you something in the wrong view. Hang on. So anyway, so that's been updated, and SKU pricing series. Sorry. And you'll see that that's changed. Practically changed that to 75. So that's how kind of product updates go on our side here. The product enhancement, we actually bring the basic data in, and then you do the rest of your data manipulation as far as enhancement, SEO data, title overrides, and stuff like that. Okay, so essentially there is essentially the we have a mechanism to bring this stuff in and then do all the modifications and imaging and all that kind of stuff over on our side here. Product pricing, attributes, and stuff like so the SEO data and stuff like that. We have basically defaults that actually will put automatically the product name into SEO and stuff. But these are overrides that actually you can actually use to actually tweak things. Okay, so. All right, so essentially this is on our back-end order manager here. There should be an order in this section here. And again, this doesn't get, so basically that's the order that's come through on our system. And what happens is usually at the next schedule interval, which we can the opposite actually then happens here. We actually then export that. So that's basically, that's been sent down to Retail Pro. I do send and receive, which is the opposite of bringing those files back in. And I then do a process in. Again, all this is kind of scripted and programmed and scheduled. Okay, so now I'm going into the sales side. And what we've done, you should see here, is a sales order with your details in it. So that's come down into Retail Pro here.